Thank you for visiting the Coin Lady channel again. This is an update on the ongoing legal fight between Ripple and the US Securities and Exchange Commission, which has a major impact on the price of XRP. What will happen on May 6th is being discussed here. Andre Fox is the Assistant Chief Accountant for the SEC, and his testimony is a contentious issue between the two sides. The business has just attached a letter that backs Ripple's motion to exclude further expert testimony from the case. These persons argue that Fox's views should have been presented earlier, during the discovery phase of the remedies process, and that they fulfill the qualifications for expert witness. In the ongoing battle between Ripple and the SEC, the agency plans to reply by May 6th, and the court is expected to announce its judgment shortly thereafter. Assistant Chief Accountant Andrea Fox's remarks on Ripple's financial accounts were included in a recent SEC filing. Ripple argued that these remarks should have been submitted earlier, during the remedies discovery phase of the litigation, which has now concluded in retaliation, and referred to them as new expert materials. In their view, the Fox's remarks lacked the authority to be considered expert testimony, and instead constituted only factual information. Based on this, the SEC has asked the court to reject Ripple's request to remove the fresh expert documents from the case. Last night, Ripple sent a letter to the court requesting that the expert testimony given by the SEC in their lawsuit against CK be dismissed. The letter argues that Andrea Fox, the Assistant Chief Accountant for the SEC, has made sufficient assertions to be recognized as an expert witness. Disclosure of Fox's accounting-based inquiry into Ripple's financial records should have occurred during the earlier stages of the action, focusing on remedy discovery, as is indicated. Disclosure of this information by the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, was mandatory prior to the VAS's expiration, according to the Rippling letter. Regardless of the status of Fox as a summary witness or expert witness, the SEC is expected to respond by May 6th at the latest. Following this, the court is expected to decide on the fines and penalties that Ripple must pay for its institutional XRP sales, while the SEC has predicted punishments reaching $2 billion. A settlement of $10 million has been proposed by Ripple. What can you expect? Ripple is expected to hear back from the SEC on May 6 regarding its most recent requests to ban the sale of XRP to institutional investors going forward. The SEC is expected to keep pursuing discouragement and may seek a court injunction to stop institutional investors from buying XRP, according to observers. The SEC's most recent challenge to Ripple's demands to exclude further expert testimony shows that they are trying to fortify their case, if they are successful. The penalties that will be levied on Ripple for selling XRP to institutional customers late in 2020 will be determined by Judge and Alisa Torres, and the future submissions will be the last ones. A lawsuit has been launched against Ripple by the Securities and Exchange Commission, who claim that the business broke securities rules by selling XRP. Is when a judge determined in July that selling XRP on exchanges is not the same as buying or selling securities, Ripple scored a partial success. Note that the dispute over sales to institutional buyers is far from over, and that critical court dates are quickly approaching. Ripple has already voiced its opposition to introducing more expert testimony from Securities and Exchange Commission official Andre Fox. The most alluring answer to the objections, which are due on May 6, might considerably alter the regulatory landscape surrounding Bitcoin regulations. Due to its potential impact on future penalties and institutional sales of XRP, late expert testimony is being argued against by Ripple. In the ongoing legal dispute between Ripple and the US Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, which concerns the categorization of Ripple's cryptocurrency XRP, a major new development is anticipated to occur on May 6. The credibility of Andrea Fox's, the SEC's Assistant Chief Accountant, expert testimony has recently come under scrutiny, leading to fresh security concerns. Having received what it believes to be new expert testimony from Fox, Ripple has now moved to include it at the entry. The company contends that her conclusions, which are based on a wealth of accounting knowledge, were improperly presented after the remedy's discovery period had ended. This phase is crucial because it determines the potential penalties that Ripple may face. The Securities and Exchange Commission, however, maintains that the Fox's evidence consists of mere facts and simple mathematics, in opposition to Ripple's portrayal of the testimony as expert information necessitating prior disclosure. The upcoming May 6 response from the Securities and Exchange Commission to Ripple's most recent request will mark a turning point in this legal saga. Crypto enthusiasts are closely monitoring the proceedings as the court date approaches. Ripple and the cryptocurrency industry as a whole seem to be headed for great things, and the verdict might have far-reaching consequences for XRP and the rules governing cryptocurrencies in the US. In spite of the legal challenges they've encountered, Ripple has shown resilience in the face of regulatory setbacks and continuous innovation in blockchain technology, suggesting the firm could emerge stronger once the legal pressures subside. The firm's commitment to negotiating complex regulatory waters suggests a sound strategy that could accelerate the global financial system's adoption and integration of XRP. Regarding the ongoing problem with the SEC, legal experts predict that Ripple will lose its challenge to expert witness Andrea's statement that recent market activity has contributed to XRP's price increase, demonstrating resilience in the face of Ripple's legal troubles. The expected response from the SEC is pivotal, and the outcome could spark further talks about penalty negotiations. According to expert opinions, Ripple Labs' motion to strike an expert declaration may fail, creating a major legal hurdle for the corporation. Ripple is currently at odds with the US Securities and Exchange Commission, and the judge is expected to authorize Andrew Fox's deposition as an expert witness. Based on their analysis of the case, legal experts anticipate that the judge will approve the deposition. The issue stems from Wave's claim that the SEC included an expert statement by Andre Fox after the previously agreed upon disclosure date. This declaration is crucial for determining if institutional investors suffered financial losses because to Ripple's actions. It is also crucial for figuring out how much of a fine Ripple might face for alleged XRP-related securities law violations. Pass yourself off as a seasoned lawyer who is on board with XRP. Bill Morgan has voiced his uncertainty about Ripple's chances of winning this motion. He continued by saying that the court will probably recognize the importance of Fox's contributions and allow further deposition-based examination. Well, that concludes our video. Like and subscribe as usual.